Hey guys, welcome to another short and sharp maths video. Today I want to have a look at mastering mathematics. Alright, I know, it's a big call, but what I want to do in this video, I want to show you a way how I can think about mathematics. Alright, all of the ideas that I show today are originating from Professor Dianne Simone, and she came up with the big ideas in mathematics. The big ideas have 6 steps that we need to go through to reach mastery of mathematics. Alright, step number 1, trusting the count. Trusting the count refers to a learner's capacity to access flexible mental models for the numbers 0 to 10. So by the end of year 1 in school, students should understand the numbers 0 to 10 deeply, but at the same time they should know that a number not only represents a certain amount, but it can also be viewed in relation to other numbers. And here we use the concept of sabotaging. Sabotaging refers to the immediate recognition of small collections up to 4 or 5 numbers. So this sabotaging idea is very important. It comes in 2 different forms. We have the perceptual sabotaging and the conceptual sabotaging. The perceptual sabotaging is the immediate recognition. 2 dots, we see it straight away. 2, we know it. Conceptual, we have so many dots, we couldn't recognize straight away how many numbers. But what we can use here is our perceptual understanding that here we have 4 dots. In the middle, we have 6 dots. And on the right, we have another 2 dots. And now we can say 4 plus 6 plus 2 gives us 12. And this understanding by the end of year 1 will help to create a real good foundation for number sense, which is very, very important for mathematics. Now we move on to the next level, and the next level is our place value and our understanding of place value. Place value underpins fluency in arithmetic calculation and also supports ongoing learning with larger numbers and decimals, and therefore is a very, very important concept. If you're not sure about it, click on the link above. I made another video where I explain place value in a little bit more detail. But one idea here is very important. 10 of these is one of those. Okay, so we have the number 172. We have 2 ones. Then in our tens column, we have a 7. That means we have 7 tens, 7 tens. And we have in our hundreds column 1. That means we have 100. And this is really, really important for students to understand. And this should be deeply understood by the end of year 2 in school. All right, then we move up to multiplicative thinking. This is one of the most difficult, but at the same time most important concepts of mathematics, because fractions, ratios, and seen here, percentage, are all based on multiplicative thinking, and it's very, very important to be able to understand that properly. Let's have a look at an example. Multiplicative thinking. We have 3 monkeys. Each monkey has 4 limbs, so 3 times 4 gives us 12. So it's very important to create a visual understanding of multiplicative thinking. Our multiplier, 3, because we have 3 monkeys, times our multiplicand, 4, which shows us how many limbs each monkey has, equals the product, 12. So it becomes very, very important to think multiplicatively. That means to think in pictures, in arrays, and rows, and area models, and this should be achieved by the end of year 4. Now we move on to the next level. Now we have step 4, and this is partitioning. And partitioning is just what a word says, that a collection can be represented in terms of its parts. And this is a very fundamental idea in mathematics. A car can be represented as tires, engines, and so forth. In mathematics, partitioning is very important because fractions, percentages, decimals, they're all used to concept. And in 90% of most common household texts, the reader is required to understand fractions and decimal and percentages, and therefore it's so important, and this is why we work in grade 5 to grade 9 very, very hard on mastering this concept. All right, level number 5, proportional reasoning. Proportional reasoning is the consideration of relationships between 2 quantities. So here, let's have a look at an example. Proportional reasoning refers to, let's say we have 100 kilograms and 5 kilograms. Proportional reasoning is not only to say, oh, 100 is more than 5 or 5 is less than 100. Here we go into more detail. We say 500 is 20 times more than 5. So we go into more detail and a deeper understanding of what they are in relationship to each other. All right, let's have a look at a group of people. This group is 6, and this group grows to 18 people. Then we have another group of people. Here we have 100 people, and this group grows to 150 people. Now, if you're still an additive thinker, the second group looks much bigger, so the growth in group 2 must be much bigger. But if you really think about it carefully, the growth in group number 1 is 3 times. In the second group is just a little bit more than half. So the growth in group number 1 is much, much greater. And this is the sense of proportional reasoning to understand the change in the relationship between two quantities. All right, guys, almost there. Let's have a look at the last concept, and this is generalization. And generalization is basically the heartbeat of mathematics. And this is where you start noticing patterns, you spot aspects that stay the same while other aspects change. And this is the idea of generalization, because you utilize all of the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we just had a look at, and you utilize them to solve problems, to identify patterns and give general rules for problems. And this is really the highest level of mathematics that you can reach, and this is where we actually want to be, because you have a very flexible approach to mathematics. You see problems and you find multiple ways of solving problems. You can explain your answers and you can explain your reasoning. Awesome. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this introduction to mastering mathematics helped you a little bit to see where you are. You can see which parts of the pyramid you are mastered, which ones you might need to work on. And thank you very much for watching.